What do you see when you look at Babylon? A tower that never reached the heavens, a divine punishment, a story of human pride crushed.
Egypt built monuments that would last forever. Perfection in stone. Silence. Completion.
Babylon is rubble. And that, perhaps, is its greatest achievement.
To understand the deeper meaning of the Babylonian project, we must question the classic interpretation of failure. The semiotician and writer Umberto Eco offered a fascinating counter-thesis.
Eco did not see the Tower of Babel as a catastrophe. He saw it as the true birthplace of human culture. For Eco, the pyramid is a monument of death, a perfect but rigid order that leaves no room for change. It is finished, silent. It is the end of history. A system perfectly optimized, frozen in stillness. Babylon, in contrast, is for Eco the place where life pulses. The tower is closer to life, precisely because it remained unfinished. Where theologians saw divine punishment in the diversity of languages, Eco saw the richness of human translation.
Only through the confusion of languages did the necessity arise to strive to understand one another. The diversity of languages created the need for translation, and translation created culture itself.
Translation is not a burden. It is the engine of human creativity. Every act of translation requires interpretation, choice, adaptation. And in that process, something new is born.
Here, two fundamental principles of technology collide, two visions of how we relate to the world. Egypt represents what the philosopher Martin Heidegger called the Gestell, the enframing, the attempt to organize, calculate, and freeze the world into a flawless system, a system with no tolerance for error. Babylon, in contrast, embodies the principle of poiesis, creative revealing, a groping, open creation that risks chaos and integrates failure. In the Gestell, a mistake is a system crash. Perfection is achieved only when everything is predicted, controlled, and fixed. The goal is absolute mastery. Poiesis speaks a different language. It is the language of poetry, curiosity, empathy, and metaphor. It embraces paradox and vulnerability. In Poiesis, failure is not an endpoint. It is a door, a moment when the material or the language pushes back and reveals something new. Poiesis is creative unfolding and emergence. Gestell is calculated total control. One gives us the perfect tomb. The other gives us the living tower. Both are expressions of the human drive to shape the world, but they lead to radically different outcomes. If we translate this to the genealogy of AI, a fascinating picture emerges. The Egyptian vision of AI would be a system that guards an eternal, unchanging truth, a kind of digital priesthood, a perfect, closed system. The Babylonian vision corresponds to our present reality. Like Babel, today's AI exists in a state of permanent beta. It is never finished, constantly expanded, and learns from the friction of different data streams and languages. Its creative noise is not based on a single divine logic, but on the statistical processing of billions of human voices, contradictions, and translations. This is why large language models are not Egyptian. They are Babylonian. They do not compute a single eternal truth. They navigate a sea of probabilities, contradictions, and translations. And in that noise, something new is born. We are today, more than ever, inhabitants of Babylon. We use the Gestell to organize chaos, but we know, or should know, that the completion of the tower cannot be the goal. The goal is the process of building itself. The power of Babylon lies in its unfinishedness, in its noise, in its chaos, in the constant, never-ending conversation between languages, cultures, and minds. This is the lesson Babylon offers us. Perfection is death. Life is the beautiful, chaotic, eternal process of building.
On the next episode, we journey back to ancient Greece, from the profound minds of giant philosophers to the impossible lost technology of the past.
If you're enjoying this journey, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments. Is chaos a necessary part of intelligence?